Hey guys, and welcome to another Factorio Friday Facts discussion number 256, The Little Things 3. And I am joined this week by Scarhoof.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. So, this is a pretty straightforward, simple Friday Facts. Some nice stuff. I question a couple things, but we'll just get right into it. So, this is by Clonin. A bunch of them are traveling to Gamescom next week as visitors, but they won't have a booth because they don't want to take time away from game development. But if you see anyone in a Factorio t-shirt, then it might very well be one of them. I'm sure you guys can recognize them. So keep an eye out for that.
Now, where is Gamescom?
I actually don't know. I don't know where that is. I mean, I think it's in the U.S. somewhere. I think.
I'm looking it up. No, apparently Gamescom is Europe's biggest trade fair for interactive games and entertainment.
Okay, so it's probably like E3 equivalent, potentially, or something like that. Well, cool.
Yeah, I still can't figure out where it's located. But anyway, we can move on.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Europe. So, catalyst fixes. This is a really cool one. So when they released 15, if you guys remember, they allowed Corex enrichment to use productivity modules, which was fairly quickly taken away because it was broken. Pretty much what would happen is it would output an additional 41 of the good uranium instead of just one. So it would give you even more than you put in, essentially, which is obviously extremely overpowered and broken.
Yeah.
It'd be like getting, getting 5 science packs from a thing or something. So basically, there was that problem, and they added a fix for the production stats because there was also an issue where an additional problem is that the 40 of the good uranium used as ingredients was shown as consumed in the production stats and the 41 as produced, even though really only 1 is produced. Right. So they did fix that, but they apparently decided not to fix the other thing. However, one of the source members, Nexella, who has done quite a few mods as well, saw the potential and decided to develop the concept more fully. With his work and some final integration tweaks from Corex, we now have a proper catalyst system for the recipe in the game. What this means is that the productivity will only apply on the count of produced items which are not also ingredients.
Oh,
with the enrichment process example, the bonus production will only give 1, not 41. This also means that coal liquefaction has been somewhat nerfed, so we might take a look at rebalancing it. Which is interesting. I feel like probably they may want to rebalance it because, to my knowledge, it's not really used anyway. So
right.
If you're nerfing something that no one uses anyway, then you may want to make it better.
Yes, this is the tree falling in the woods.
Yes, exactly.
No one cares.
No one cares because some people use it, but
yeah.
I think the majority of people don't. I'm one of the people where unless it's just a scenario where I need a little bit of oil stuff and there's no oil and a huge coal patch, that's literally the only time I use it. Otherwise, I pretty much never even remember it's in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe looking at that would be good. And then they talk about how to deal with it with modders. So items not spilling on a belt. This has been a very annoying thing forever, basically. We've all experienced it. When you swap out your armor, basically if your inventory is decreased, which if you have a power armor or whatever it is, because when you take off the armor, it reduces the inventory amount. Basically it'll spill all your stuff on the ground. And if there's belts, then it'll put it all on the belt, as you can see in this GIF below. And so now what they've done is they've just made a change to where it just won't spill on the belt.
Yeah, that's really nice. And I agree, it's not the biggest and most pressing issue, but this is really nice. I'm glad that they did this.
Yeah. Now,
though I have to say, every now and then when you do something like this, there's something about that rush, that panic of Oh no, I've got to like you're just running downstream and just trying to disconnect all of your things.
Yeah, trying to race it.
or the joy sometimes of like 3 hours later you never realize that things actually got spilled onto the thing, and then you come to find out that one of your entire factories is just not working because it's all backed up with like ammo or something like that it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely some fun moments there. Also fun moments is he has a nice little wordplay with food related. So just as a small tweak to the spill logic, in 017, if you do end up spilling your beans, they won't land on your spaghetti.
Well done.
I like it. Now there were some comments, and I would kind of tend to agree with these, that a lot of people were saying like, this is still massively annoying when this happens.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just make it so that it won't let you switch out the armor if your inventory is going to explode?
Mm-hmm.
Or like gives you a little warning or something. So then you can empty some inventory and then switch it out.
Yeah. I kind of like the exploding inventory. There's just something fun about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is pretty comical when it happens.
Yeah. One of the things, the reasons why Skyrim has been so popular is number one, we can mod it, right? I mean, it's a good game to begin with, and then people can mod it. But then people started realizing that all the glitches can make some great clips for YouTube. And so you see these ridiculous things where they're shooting like the troll into the air or things like that. And I think this is one of those things with Factorio. I like it. Just think of it as a feature, not a bug kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not that big a deal. Not having it go on belt is super nice though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that part is really nice.
Yeah. And like they said, it really doesn't take that long to clean it up, and you don't make that mistake very often.
So, yeah, some of us don't. So next one is Tile Ghost Tweak, which is pretty cool. So basically, we've all had the notion that once we have a good and powerful network of roboports and construction bots, we would very much like to start paving the whole world with concrete. This is generally slow process, but since it's automated, who cares? However, there's the issue that when you place down a blueprint for something actually important, the bots would be too busy processing the tile orders to notice. Mm-hmm. This is due to the way we internally structure the construction orders. Essentially, we just put it all in a big list and work through it and check if it can be built, if they can build the ghost. The problem is that for performance reasons, we only process a small number of these orders each tick, and with a list that is quite large, it can take quite some time to process a new blueprint you just placed down. So in 17, what they've done is they split the list into two. One for tile ghosts, tiles meaning like concrete and stuff, and one for entity ghosts.
Oh, this is really cool.
So, yeah. So this doesn't solve all the cases where blueprints will have quite some delay before building, but it solves the most typical case we see. We did a similar improvement a while back with the personal row reports where they independently check for nearby ghosts outside of the global per force construction queue.
Very cool.
Now, again, I saw some comments. I wonder why maybe it is for performance reasons they can't do this, but I don't know why they don't do what they did with the personal row ports just to like all the networks in the game, right? Like mm-hmm. if you have, so it's just like a separate list for each roboport network.
Right.
Because some people were saying even with this fix, it's still super annoying because if they have like construction orders queued up that are, even if they aren't tiles, if they're just entities in their base, and then they go to like do work on an outpost with an actual robo network, mm-hmm. that like they still have to wait like 15 minutes for the bots to do anything because they're backed up.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they have a reason, performance or otherwise, where they can't separate it like per network. Mm-hmm. I think that would be the best solution, but this is still really nice. Yeah. Separating the tiles and entities.
Well, hopefully they'll look into that feedback and give us an answer of why or why not.
Yeah. So just some nice quality of life. And finally, one of the best. In the later game, there's often annoyance when trying to work around your overgrown belt jungle, as especially leads to misclicks and lots of hassle with something that doesn't really add much value to the gameplay. So the simple solution is 17. There's a piece of armor equipment you can equip that will make your character immune to belts.
Hallelujah.
It's as if this has been suggested before. Many times, for years now.
Uh-huh. Okay, but the number one problem with this is it is a 1-by-1. what else are you going to put in that one empty slot?
I mean, a solar panel.
A single random solar panel? Like, I realize that this is biting the hand that feeds me kind of a thing, but like they gave us such an awesome thing that a lot of people have wanted, but now the OCD people are going to be freaked out because there's a single slot left over, and we don't want to go once you have your better equipment, you don't want to go back to solar panels. So now what we need is something equally as cool that we can put into that one slot.
Yeah, or make this like 1x2, like a battery.
Yeah. You can make it a battery size, and then you could just take out a battery and put it in. I would be totally fine with that, but
I'd love a 1x1 thing that makes me not run into every freaking tree I see. That'd be nice.
Tree dodging.
Just run through the forest,
I would love something, maybe a 1x1 that allows you to charge when you're inside of your charging network.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool, actually.
And the more you put in, the faster the draw from your electrical network to charge up your own batteries or something. That might be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be really cool, actually. So, hallelujah, we get this. I mean, I think it's like a year and a half late, but
it's cool.
It's cool. Nonetheless, I mean, I think, especially in the belt base I've been working on for like the last 6 months, I think I've probably cursed the most in the times when I'm trying to work on the builds and the belts just keep moving me around and I can't click anything.
Yep.
It's so frustrating. So this is going to be super nice. And well, here's the other thing too. I know this is like what you said, like biting the hand that feeds you, but this is actually already in the game, like loaders. It's just not usable unless you like use a command.
Mm-hmm.
But it's already in the game, just like the loaders are.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, like, if you use like creative mode, like the mod or cheat mode, I'm pretty sure, and you use a command, or you, even if you're not using those, if you just use a command, you can get this. It's not available in the crafting menus, to my knowledge.
Huh. Okay.
So it's funny that they're like, oh, maybe we should actually make this available.
Yep. Although they haven't showed us the icon for it yet. I just realized that.
No, they'll probably be doing the icon because now it's like super placeholder, I think. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Some nice quality of life stuff. We'll have to wait till 17 to see what else is on the way.
Yep.
But I think that's going to do it. You have any last thoughts?
Nope, nothing else. Everything looks really cool this week.
Yeah, definitely. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts below, and we will see you next time.